is Chimaima Anoyeboa Arthur. Keep watching Ghtv Holland. Keep it locked. Yes.
And welcome to the weekly review show here on Ghtv Holland. A very big thank you for staying with us from last week to this week. This week being the Women's Week, we have a lady on our panel to help us with the discussion. So we have the female feel of the review. She's Gloria, a model and entrepreneur, and she'll be leaving us soon in the show. But before that, we want to honor her as a woman. So she's going to share her thoughts with us on the show. And a very happy Women's Day to all women across the world, especially women in Ghana. Thank you very much for your various supports and for making our nation what it is. I don't know what the nation or the world would have been without women. Thank you very much, and thank you very much to my mommy for making me who I am today. So, as I said, somewhere along the line, Gloria will leave us and Omari will join us. But before that, we'll have a feel of the woman touch in the show. Stay glued. Did you miss anything during the week? Want to have a review of how the week was like? Then join me this and every weekend here on Ghtv Holland for the weekly review show. We'll discuss stories that made headlines and other trendy issues. My guest and myself will dissect the issues, make meanings out of it for your viewing pleasure. This and every Saturday from 8 to 9 p.m. Priscilla Danko will bring you the weekly review show here on Ghtv Holland. See you. For this week, which is the second episode, my panel is beautiful because I have very beautiful people. And to my very immediate left, I have Gloria and Renee. You know, Gloria is a model and entrepreneur, and Renee, of course, you all know him. He's a broadcast journalist. You are very welcome.
Thank you. First of all, happy Mother's Day to all mothers out there. You congratulated your mom. She didn't say our mom. So happy Mother's Day to my mom too. So happy Mother's Independence Day to my mom too. And then I'm Gloria Mensah, a model and an entrepreneur. Okay. Yes. So.
Okay. First of all, looking beautiful, and I perceive all our ladies and women are also too doing the same.
Thank you.
I'm Renee, and as you said, a broadcast journalist. Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much for your introduction. This week has been very beautiful because we celebrated 61 years of independence here in Ghana, and our occasion was graced by the President of Nigeria. And he gave us very interesting speeches, especially the fact that Ghana and Nigeria are supposed to fight hard together to fight corruption. And then, interestingly, electricity bills are going down. Gloria, let's get down to our stories for today. What does the 61st anniversary of Ghana mean to us as Ghanaians, in your own perspective?
Okay, to my own perspective, for the years, okay, I'm not that grown, but if I should study things and should go through the Ghanaian race, and to look around things, I would say congratulations to Ghana for the hard work we are going through. We've done so far, and it's like, I don't know, we are just looking at around one thing as Ghanaian. We are not looking at the other side, because if you should look at other places, other towns, other regions, to see that some places moving and some places are going very. So far we've done well. Ghana has been a great nation and then a peaceful nation as well. Although there are some petty ups and downs, it's been good. We thank God for that.
Really?
Well, a lovely day to our viewers. 61 years, right?
Yes.
Okay. When you hear the number 61, the first thing that comes into my mind is that Ghana should be on pension by now. Yes, we should be on pension. And then, in the first year of our pension, what is going on? How are things? I believe we are getting there, and there's still more we can do. There's a lot of things that are going on, and we should have been somewhere at the top notch when it comes to the world right now in terms of development and stuff like that. If you have to look at Vision 2020, we are now in 2018. You get it. But then let's hope for the better in the future, though. There's still more room for improvement. Yeah.
Okay. 61st anniversary. That's a long time. Ghana has really grown, and I believe that we have gone far, and then we have a long way to go.
Yeah.
Because we are developing. Hopefully, in the next 10 years, when we are 70 years, we should have developed. Okay, Ghana Beyond Aid. In the nation's address by the president on the 61st independence anniversary of Ghana, the president mentioned that Ghana can be beyond aid. I mean, we are old enough. We are 61. And at 61, everybody is expected to have retired by then. So Ghana Beyond Aid. What, if you hear Ghana Beyond Aid, what comes to mind? What do you think it is about? The whole conception about Ghana Beyond Aid, what does it bring to you, Renee?
Okay, well, Ghana Beyond Aid, to me, the first thing that comes to mind is that it prompts me to look at the things we have in Ghana, the system, and then like the resources we have in Ghana, which can sustain Ghana on its own. It's quite interesting, but then you wonder, or it baffles, how is it that most of the resources are here in Ghana? Countries that don't have those resources are the ones who tend to give us aid. Do you get it? The president gave a nice speech, and it tells you that he sees, or he has a vision where he's seeing that Ghana will get to a certain point whereby we will not rely on foreign aid. Some of these aids, they come with strings attached. Sure. But if you are to look at Ghana being on its own, not relying on aid, we patronizing our own stuff's produce here. There are a lot of things that go on or that happen or that are made in Ghana that are really good. But when we also to mention Ghana beyond aid, the mindset of Ghanaians comes into play with me. How many Ghanaians love to patronize made in Ghana goods? This month is what? The Heritage Month, and we are supposed to adorn ourselves in our African way. You are looking beautiful that she is doing. I'm repping mine one way or the other. But as I said, when we walk out the streets, when we look outside, how many are patronizing them? You see, there's this mentality about Ghanaians. That's what I'm saying. When you talk about Ghana Beyond Aid, what comes to my mind is the mentality of Ghanaians. How do we see it? We always perceive that things made in Ghana are not good or genuine. Do you get it? But then if you look at it from the angle that you need to patronize our made in Ghana goods, we need to look at Ghana as having everything of it. We'll go further than this. Looking at the 61 years we're talking about. You see, I don't like talking about this man though, but there's an undisputable fact that what he's doing is good. Apostle Kojo Safo, this is a man who is producing cars in Ghana right now. He's doing a lot of things in Ghana right now. A lot of people perceived were saying that the NDC were not supporting this man and a whole lot and a whole forth also. When Akufo-Addo was running for elections, his campaign, he bought a couple of the cars. Personally, I was expecting that since he's in power right now, maybe there could be an embargo that all government vehicles should be made from or should be bought from this man. At least, not everybody, but the government officials, government vehicles. You see, income will come to him, income will come to his people, and the money will still be here. But what do we see? Land cruisers upon land cruisers. Nevertheless, I know our time people were saying all those things too, but these were people who gave us promises like that. So right now I'm expecting this shouldn't be something that should take long. It shouldn't be at all. You get it? But Ghana, I believe we have the means to take us beyond aid, and I'll give the president thumbs up for that.
Gloria.
Yes, he has said enough of what you just mentioned. And then the Ghana Beyond Aid, he made mention of we cherishing our own culture and our own goods and stuff. Yes, it's true. It's very true. Because if you should study and if you should look through things in this country, you could see that we don't love our own things. We don't look at Ghana is it's a very nourished country. Our lands are fertile. We have a whole lot of minerals and resources that could and what have you. There are a whole lot, but then we don't make use of all those things. We just focus on one thing from another place, and at the end of the day we say the country is not developing, but then we don't know we are doing ourselves. We are going wayward. So he has said enough. Okay. I think the president made a very good.
The Ghanaian Times captured it as time to pursue path of prosperity is now. That is the Ghana Beyond Aid. And it reads that the 61st Independence Anniversary observation in Accra yesterday, President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo declared that Ghana's time to pursue the path of prosperity is now. And saying now, he means that time to go beyond aid is now.
Okay.
Time for us to live on our own is now. Time for us to be our own feet is now. You get it? So I believe that with all you've said, that he's saying Ghana Beyond Aid and all that, and you even mentioned the fact that we don't patronize things of our own, and that this month is supposed to be a month where we adorn our stuff, like we wear African, like Ghanaian made stuff and all that. Do you think the problem is coming from we, the manufacturers, or the mentality? You mentioned that from the mentality, but let's go deeper into it. Do you think it's just the mentality, or it's something that is already with us? You know, people believe that they were doing this. You know, when you're doing a white collar job, you're not supposed to be in African print. You know, there's some of the things that hinder us from really taking something of our own. You get it? Do you think it's something that has to do with our line of work, our mentality, our actions, or it's just the Ghanaian person?
Thank you, Priscilla. You see, you even said something that's sting me right now. We shouldn't say that this is a month that we should adorn or celebrate our culture or heritage. It should be an everyday life of ours. Do you get it? The 2016, 2013, 2016 FIFA Ballon d'Or Awards. When you go to the Women's Awards, the German, the one who won, the Brazilian Martha, was in a foreign attire. The first runner-up was also too in a foreign casual attire. But then the second runner-up, who was a Japanese footballer, she adorned her natural, homemade, their indigenous dress in those Japanese dress. You know what I'm talking about, with the makeup and everything. You look at something, you realize that when Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo are being interviewed, Ronaldo played football in England. He speaks English. But when anytime he's being interviewed, they make sure they speak their native language. Do you get it? They are actually making it a way of life. Do you get it? Now, it is even beyond, aside the mentality, it goes beyond and comes to even our character. And sometimes how we were made to understand. Do you get it? Right now in UK, our colonial masters, the MPs are not given houses to stay in by the government. You're already in your house. You are coming to serve. Do you get it? You are coming to serve. So you already stay somewhere. So you just come in and then work. But because when they were here in the Gold Coast and they were taking our monies, they were demanding for things. They were demanding for royalties. And when they left, the people there who were supposed to think about Ghana also to adopted that, and that is what has been running as of now. Do you get it? I will say, you see, we have everything to make us independent. We have everything to make us go beyond the aid. But then it has to do with our mindset, our mentality, where we are coming from. And most of our parents will right now see her, she's an entrepreneur. But imagine when she was young and she told her mom that she wants to be, her parents, she wants to be an entrepreneur, she wants to do this particular thing. What do we tell our children? We encourage them to go to school, learn hard, pass, and get a job. We don't say what? Create a job. So from a tender age, your mentality is twisted to the western side, which shouldn't be shown. So yeah.
Yes. That is it. Because we Ghanaians, as I said at first, earlier on, we don't cherish our own thing. I mean, you'd be working in the office, and even a time for, let's say, a Friday that our own African something should be worn, you see some people are like no. And then even our own thing can be done in a special way, because myself, I can go to town, purchase some materials or some clothes, design it the way I want it. I wasn't born with it. I didn't go to a fashion school or something, but then it's my own creativity. I cherish what I've been born into. Okay, so we Ghanaians, the time to pursue the prosperity is now, as the president said. It's true. Not that as the past or as the old times we didn't have the idea to pursue prosperity. So let's say those who made it then those times, were they not like aren't they Ghanaians? I mean, are they not part of us? Yes. So it is something we should be doing, something we should keep in mind. We should get in touch with that. This is what we are. This is who we were made. We should continue like that. And then other countries or other people will get to respect us. Because now they don't respect what we have. They bring in theirs and then we ignore ours and purchase theirs or patronize theirs. But then we should take ours. We should have the love for our staffs, our resources, and make good use of it. And the prosperity will come by itself.
Okay. Still on Ghana Beyond Aid. In an interview with the former president of Ghana, John Ejikwu Kufuor, he mentioned that it is possible some of our things which we export can be value added. I mean, we can just export cocoa and the chocolate comes and is 10 times expensive than what we sold to them. And a few other points he made. I believe that there are supposed to be some very strict national laws to be made that would honestly push us to go beyond aid. Because beyond aid for me means that we are going to go beyond people aiding us, people helping us. We are going to vow to eat from our land, use whatever our land grows and gives us. And I believe with that, as you said, it has to do with education, the mentality of our parents and even the upcoming children. Someone wants to be a doctor, and trust me, the person who wants to be a doctor won't want to go to work on a Monday morning in African print and have the lab coat on. You get it? So I believe that it has to do with education and all that. But now let's come to our nation and exporting value added goods. That is very important. Do you think it is possible? And if it is, what would take our leaders to make such a decision? Because they have to decide that, okay, we are going to go African print throughout from Monday to Friday. We're going to export value added. So these are very strict laws that will force us to live and eat from our land. Do you think it is possible? And if yes, do you think doing that is really necessary to go beyond aid, Renee?
You see, what you are saying is very laudable. And that is actually the only language Ghanaians understand. To be forced into doing some things. Look at this. The sugar factory right now. Ghana imports over $80 million worth of sugar every year. And this sugar factory was established and is supposed to meet, if not all the needs, some level of the needs of sugar. The farmers in that community right now were promised that when they go into sugarcane cultivation, it will be bought and to feed the factory. But right now, what is happening? The factory is not working. Look at this. Ghanaians are comfortable with taking monies to go and buy from somebody expensive. Once you can use a quarter or a fraction of that money to fuel this aspect of yours and then benefit from it. Do you get it? You see, when we decide to make the conscious awareness or to consciously, let's say, help the nation, consciously say, let me buy made in Ghana goods, let me support. I can tell you right now, there are products in Ghana that when you have, my cousins visited me from UK some years back, and they were marveled that a relative of ours had an electronic watch which could control the TV. He was so surprised. I asked myself, how? Why is it so? This product is made in China. It is not made in the UK. There is a UK company that produces watch, or electronic company that produces wristwatches. If they are to allow this product into the country, it's going to cripple that company. That company in the UK. So what do? They put a tariff on it and make sure such products don't get there. You get it? You get it? But then what do we see in Ghana? A lot of products or goods, finished goods of other countries are being brought into the country. My dear, in China, the most patronized product, chocolate in China, is the golden tree chocolate. I am telling you, take me on and search for it. Most patronized is one of the best. But what do we see? How many Ghanaians even patronize chocolate in Ghana? Italy does not produce chocolate, but when you go to an Italian man's home, what they used to serve you as a welcome is chocolate. One of the most common things there. But ask yourself in Ghana. At least the Nigerians even serve cola nut when you come. Ask yourself in Ghana. Do you get it? We don't value our products. One of the best tunas in the whole world is found in the shores of Ghana. Starkist tuna is patronized in other parts of the country, but not in Ghana. What do we patronize? The foreign products and all those things that are coming from China and all those things. We should, it has still boils down to the mindset. When we understand and we accept that I am doing this for my country, I am buying from my country, let me partake in the building of my country, let me support somebody's Ghana made product by buying or relying solely on that, and we will move forward.
Oh, Mercy. It's even funny because our leaders themselves don't set good examples for us. That is the fact. Why should we be forced to patronize our own made things? I can't think far. Oh yes, because must they put down a law for the whole country to patronize our own made thing? There's a question mark there, because the thing, we are on our own land. This is Ghana. Our land is fertile. We grow crops here for countries to come and then take from us, and then you expect our leaders to enforce laws on us before we get.
Because that is the only language Ghanaians understand.
I don't.
If I'm getting what Gloria is saying, I believe that we are trying to say that our leaders are not setting good examples for us to follow. Because if a parliamentarian wears suits to the office, or wears suits,
let's do away with the suit. The vice president of the country, when seeking medical care, left the shores of Ghana to another country. What are you telling me?
But I think the Ghana Beyond Aid is very possible.
It's very possible.
It's very possible.
And you're saying it starts from our leaders.
Yes.
Do you get it? They should set good example. And that's what I'm saying, that one thing I like about the president, okay, I disagree with him on a lot of things and his policies. But when he was running for presidency, he bought 7 cars of Apostle Joseph.
Yes.
And used them for the campaign. Do you get it? So like there was a part of me that was thirsting that imagine the amount of money that is used in importing these cars, and this man's price are like, there's like 45% of the amount that we buy or we use to import. And these cars are being made here. If not anything, they should give him duty free, or even when he has to import for raw materials which we don't have here. In one way or the other, it goes to help in reducing. Do you know how long it took this man for him to get his chassis number, the license to have chassis number? My dear, it's something else. It's really something. A lot of industries or businesses that are even government owned, that are established, factories that are meant to make us self-sustaining itself, are not being managed well.
We are still on the Ghana Beyond Aid, and the show is getting very interesting. We are getting very educated, and I believe that there are a lot of things that Ghana has to do, because getting beyond aid is very possible, but it needs a lot of hard work to get there. And still on Ghana Beyond Aid, there's a story in the Ghanaian Times that says Ghana Beyond Aid, turning waste into wealth. It used to be a common occurrence to find money on the ground accidentally dropped by someone. I recall the mid-90s I found 500,000 cedis on my way from school. Sometimes I'm tempted to think that such occurrences are rare of late because people are now careful of handling money. However, the reality of the matter is that people still drop money day in, day out, but because they are not currencies, we don't see them and pass by them, turning waste into wealth. We've discussed things Ghana can do to go beyond aid. Now the next thing is turning waste into wealth. We've discussed turning exporting value added goods. We don't just export the raw cocoa, we add value to them. Now Ghanaian Times is telling us that turning waste into wealth, Ghana beyond aid.
I remember one time when this man of God, Pastor Mensa of the ICGC, he was preaching and made a statement. He said, the one who would be able to find the solution to the waste products of Ghana will be the richest man in the world. Now, why is he saying this? You see, there is a lot of value in waste management that we don't know. I came in contact with this young gentleman from KNUST, and his thesis was that he found a way of how one can use the neem tree and its seeds as a pesticide. And I was asking myself, this guy has finished school for about 3-4 years now. Where is this being channeled to? How is the country benefiting from this? He even used one, I forgot it, newspaper you can use it to preserve beans. Do you get it? How is this? Why is this person who has done this project work and a copy is in the school? Why are we not hearing of him? And why is he not focusing, or why are they not pushing him? You see, I also don't know of a certain young gentleman also from here university who developed biogas from waste products. It is, and you see, it's so painful that we have energy issues in the country, yet our waste, if being managed well, can produce energy for us, can produce gas for us. Excuse me, our waste management, our excuse my language, our toilet. It can be prepared well, and then we can get gas, LPG from it. Imagine every household. If let's even start with the household. Imagine every second cycle institution, the government states emphatically, take this amount of money, do this. Won't we cut down on LPG? Then it goes to government institutions. Then it goes to homes. You can imagine. Would we then be having this issue of the gas explosion, all those things and stuff like that? No. Waste management is something that when we look at, we can really benefit out of it, because day in, day out, we are being buried in chunk of waste in Accra. Gone were the days when we used to go shopping with baskets. You won't see a polythene rubber on the floor anywhere. But right now, what do you see? Literally, we are breathing in rubber, waste, rubber. We are breathing in just like, because it is everywhere and it is not being managed.
Okay, Gloria.
Recently I saw an old woman, not like they were about 3. They were holding this sack, a very big sack, and they did it in the form of a backpack. And then to my surprise, they were picking sachet rubber from the floor with some long strip metal, and then when they pick it, they do it in a way that they put it at their back. And then I studied them, and then I made a little inquiry of what they use that thing for, and then I realized they pack that sachet water in their homes for when you see how they pile it, it's so amazing. And then I asked them what they use that sachet rubber for, and I learned they sell it to this plastic manufacturing company. So I think the turning waste into wealth is a very punk thing we should look at, because it's the old women are making money out of it. So if you should study the environment or the society, you could see even young men and women picking sachet rubber, not even sachet rubber per se, but anything polythene, plastic, they pick it and then they pile it to for sale.
Do you know there are countries that import waste?
Yes.
Yes. So if you can't even use it here, package it and then export it. Literally.
To draw the curtains on the Ghana Beyond Aid, let me add to what Gloria said. The people who deal in plastics also go from house to house. They take broken plastic chairs and they replace it with a rubber bowl, and that's how they're also making their wealth. We are going for a short commercial break, but before that, as I mentioned in my intro, Gloria is here with us. She gave us a short message for women, this week being the International Women's Day. I've really enjoyed her stay with us here on the show, and I believe that her message to all women will be so inspiring, because trust me, she's a beautiful young lady who is making it big. Gloria.
Thank you, Priscilla, and happy Women's Day to all our lovely mothers, ladies, and all girls out there, because as time goes on, you will surely become a woman. And the duty of a woman is very tedious. It's not easy. So we pray for heavenly strength for all women and all our mothers out there. And then it's not necessarily, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be well educated to a level before you can accomplish your mission or your dream. You just have to be determined, and then you have a creative mind and a mindset to boost your career or to move on whatever you think of doing. So if you are well educated, fine, it's all good, but then we just have to give some encouragement to our women and mothers out there who are home and not doing anything. Thumbs up for all of them. They are doing a very great job. So we should just encourage them and then love them as who they are. And all those out there, our ministers, our Speaker of Parliament, and all the women, the great women out there too. We say thank you so much for your encouragement, for your teachings, and then everything. We pray God will strengthen us always like this in us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Gloria. That was very inspiring. Okay, so we go for a short commercial break. Don't change the channel. We'll be back.
Arthur. Keep watching Ghtv Holland. Keep it locked. Yes.
Welcome back to the weekly review show here on Ghtv Holland. Before the break, we're discussing the 61st Independence Day of Ghana and Ghana Beyond Aid. Gloria was sitting, but she's left. Omari Richard is here with us today for the second episode of our weekly review show. Omari, you're very welcome.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
You missed a lot, but I don't want to miss you plenty, so we'll continue like that. Before the break, we're discussing Ghana Beyond Aid. Now to our show now, we're going to discuss the guest speaker's speech. But before that, Omari, you just joined us, so I want to have a small chit chat with you. How did you see the Independence Day celebration?
Oh, in fact, it goes well, although I wasn't feeling well within the week. So, during the Independence Day, I wasn't really able to expect to see how my president is doing or how they are celebrating the Independence Day. But I was able to watch more on TV at home because I wasn't feeling well. But the way I still think means is that things wasn't bad.
Are you saying that on a neutral perspective or because it is your people?
Oh, not because in the position of my people, but as you know, Nanado and his presidency, in fact, we are doing well. We are doing very, very well. And because it's not easy for a country like Ghana to be at the age of 61 years and things will be changing in a short while things will be changing, right? Remember, I did say out here 50 NDC for to tell me I won't come to be with me now about just 2 years. 2 years in Kunya, I say 1 year and some months. Now, here's an America, right? This is being
Okay, so the Ghana-Nigerian relationship, Buhari was our guest speaker. How do you see it? Do you think it's helping or will help or it has helped? Because I believe that the relationship between any Nigerian, it has a very important I don't even know, like the relationship should be very important to even make the president become our guest speaker. And so how is the relationship like?
Okay. So you share Ghana and Nigeria young Kufana. Or for by being a young Kufadi, since on my beer and a smooth but Ghana and Nigeria and Kufana, though a year of a year. In the way say Nigeria fana you know me feeling gonna crop fana bet na Ghana memu ano. Minia obrabi omo bo ma we mu. In fact, it is not helping Ghana at all. So we obrabi a ebinimu bo Ghana hana because recently no we share robbery I can put this is the Nigerians because Ghana falling munu omu ni akuma Eriko Robby said, Kesman say, Ombekunipa, and even they like robbery. No, but Nigeria for ever. In fact, can robbery and where Koso fraud. One at this house, Alabama, and I youth for our bay, unpaid to me. We need Grandma on pet because with the Nigerian, I mean, say, I can't reach the Finnish canton into a pisca. Sada no so high but you know my uncle found there. You name see Buhari no otimi he o sisi name on ko answer because now our kanema about the corruption. Yeah, Nanado is doing well to put things together in terms of corruption going on in the country. He's doing well to put a stop on that. But Buhari as my can even say no so money ko mo but I need yes, Ubeyi, Ubeyi Simpuna, who you the answer. And you say, yeah, corruption, the more can say, oh, no, I saw to me, no says he. And son, I will big my moody. Because here in my moody and Crampo, me and my penny and another damn Kokufa, or my penny papa, or anything in a or shall enter the corruption and costing. I'm consuming. So the buyer, you say that should be MPP for you. Want to say and this for the bar. Only to man say, "Sir, corruption, I'm not to miss and family."
Really?
Well, I welcome my brother to the show, and it's good to know that a part of him believes that the NDC will come to power because he knows they are not doing well. No one is on money idea. That is it. You see, and then wrong will come. Looking at Buhari's speech, this is a president who I believe shares the same view with our president. See, in his tenure, there are a lot of corrupt systems that he's doing away with right now. Although it is making the economy of Nigeria quite difficult, it's still good that he's dealing with corruption. I saw his speech and I said no kind no me who say no or say anything ewo dwumade a etia corruption corruption is not good no matter who is in power it is not good. Do you get it? So he's encouraging us that what we are doing we should keep it up and we should look at it and resolve it. With the issue of the relationship between Ghana and Nigeria, you can't do away. Ghana can't do away with Nigeria. Nigeria can't do away with Ghana because in the West African region, we are like the strongholds when it comes to the English-speaking countries. We virtually have a lot of things in common, though. But then there is also too what he said: the rampant migration of Nigerians here in Ghana. I know what they ban. I live at Domin Parkway Estate, and when we had this power outage system, which was the NDC's era, but we couldn't do anything about it because it wasn't the government's fault. I asked a Nigerian about the system and the lights of the cell of that. I was like, my brother, this is what I like Nigeria. Ghana is better. He was like saying that Ghana's load shedding is better. They have realized that Ghana is a nice and good place to live in, so they are just trooping in here without any regulation, just like that. Do you get it? And most of the times when criminals are caught, most of these crimes that happen, you realize that there is a lineage to some Nigerian groups or some Nigerians and all those things and so forth. And as I was saying, they are the ones pushing some of these people to go into this. But I want him to understand, not just say, in the many billion Nigeria for you know, not gonna for you that. Before I for 1 year ban, now for what I never say Kalabuli. Crowns and almost starting for 1 year. Let's not shift all the blames to the Nigerians, but let's look at ourselves also. Answer now will be better, or before somebody will bring something to you for you to accept. That means the person has seen that there's a possibility, or you have the ability to do that thing. So he wants to push it to Nigerians, so that say that so he's not the people in power. And no more motives here into the more before from. So maybe I want you to look for blames and places to push it. But right now, my sister, in the way we know, so we should look at dealing with that and then rather stop shifting blames. So with his speech, I would agree with him and give him a thumbs up.
Okay. Now to his speech, Point Spect says that he is saying that Ghana and Nigeria should come together and fight against corruption. He also said that Ghana should come together with Nigeria again to build their bilateral relationship. Let's congratulated our president for the office of the special prosecutor. Mm-hmm. So I would say that he's seen our progress in wanting to fight corruption, mm-hmm. and he believes that building a stronger relationship with us would help him fight corruption in his own country. Do you think Ghana has done so well, or would you say that Ghana has done so well that we deserve to be applauded? And if yes, would the Ghana-Nigerian relationship to come together to fight corruption work? Or Mary?
Sorry. Okay. Fine. It will work. It will work. But once we are human, it will work. If only we made up our mind to do things together, it will work. But my main card there, Krana, maybe like Kasana can say, you're pushing me to the Nigerians. A man may break away if he said, and I saw Kassan he say before. And that's before because say in money. If you want, if it's not to the end of this world, and it's a power people. But once and a normal and a Ghana man and people from Quandia, you say, come, yes, you better say that you won't have. Yes, said that their mamma mom, you say, send years since your mamma could do me almost I'm not close to be near and say, or maybe not for Sunday, you go to a and I say, oh, to me. What does it? If you don't just say, yeah, in the I mean, there, but you not catch 100% say, MPP, you knew my papa, ye, and now the damn called Kufa being my ye. You bet me out to let me never say, we are saying, because ye, my moon, 50 of my penny Kufa plus the man, and this if we be that moon, mom, Ghanaians realized you were not doing well, and they gave the mandate to the NDC. Yes, really. Mammy, to Adio, and yes, yeah. Yes, yeah, they said that was okay. What said I say? And your own dog and walk. Send the criminal person.
Let's calm down.
No, because they really didn't want to say. And this for only for how many years? I'm not making a creation. I didn't want to be here. Mammy, answer.
Do you know that you're not answering my question?
Yeah, I
that.
Maybe you are not Maybe you are not. What I said, who's a miracle? You are not Papa. The person you're correcting on who's saying your kind. No, you are not. I didn't know that's how I'm correcting on the
person would say, you have to tell me that if Ghanaians, if the MPP is good. And you love Ghanaians, and it's better than NDC. You allow Obama Pai say in Kotia, I was here in Yamba. And you tell him, because Oma Pai says, I'll see you. Oma Pai says, every song I
know. My please, let's listen to you.
And you never trust. Oma to me, a bit to me a cabum, or my me, a bit to me a cabum. Actually, corruption. In the way, say, Buhari, any do the criminals, they are hard. I couldn't say a bit to me. So I say, oh, yeah, and then man, another, I said, every kind of book him. I say, I'm a special prosecutor. All Baba Fatty against all those things in Nana. A bit to me. Aye. So I say, and baby, Master Mammy can say, BBI, they want to throw a man on the phone, and I'm going. Bruni no any part to say me wa who try when I'm moja about the same moja about na car can I different from one day or you need part to say wa and they say Bruni no etinya he aya ne niam ma ne niam ya how more yen ye betinya more than that ye betinya den aye more than that ni nyina fije na de papa ye benya say ye betinya corruption ni enema bon ne ase oh ma we etinya Buhari kan no make us say bia wakan bone wakan ye pa na emum omo no mo ya man panifo no omo be say corruption e koso nyina no anya se bia e koso wa individuals ya manama mu fo no mu e koso wa panifo ya mu anya make us say ena me MPP ninji say ya MPP fine na now do e try say ye be fight against corruption no it is same thing. And I young so bit to me a day. I guess our corruption works no. Oh man, I'm more man. And you say you bet to make you bet to me a day. Album after say corruption in a man a day. You be few. And they are the papa and there and found said party A, party B, party C. No. You know, I have been said fight against corruption.
Really?
Like I said, he's doing well in his country though. A lot of people don't understand him. But fighting corruption always comes with a great price. Yes. And when he came about, Osteti emphatically say, what would him say? Omaisika or hono, Abra. Worry. Make sure you refund it. Otherwise, if you are caught or we find out that you are at fault, you'll be dealt with. And for me, he lauded Ghana for the appointment of the special prosecutor, Samatiamidu. And I am also too happy, although my other colleagues will not be happy. I'm not happy about his appointment, but I'm very happy. Why? Because he's going to do a lot of good work, and he would realize that the NDC never mismanaged or are not that corrupt as people or the NPP think we are. So I'm happy and I'm looking forward to the activities or the works of Martinamidu. And Buhari and Akufo-Addo, as I said, like they have a lot of things in common with their mindset. in the man dream bomb into that. Somebody who asks, then everybody worry, but he stands for fighting against corruption, and that is what our president is also too standing for. And I believe that if we work together, it will help, because Ghana and Nigeria, a lot of things happen, links when it comes to corruption, a whole lot and so forth. Yeah.
So, if I can draw a conclusion on what Marie and Renee have said right now, they are saying that they believe that the Ghana and Nigerian relationship would help us to fight corruption, because both presidents, one way or the other, are trying to fight corruption in their various countries. Now, to our next story of today. Some weeks ago, there was armed robbery attack on a police station in Kwabenya, and a police officer was shot dead. He was buried over the weekend, and it was a sad story though, because he was fighting for peace of our nation. So, Omari, may his soul rest in peace. The police officer was fighting for our nation, and he was killed in his line of work. I don't think this is the first time something like this has happened. I want to believe that our government officials are doing something to fight against our policemen and military officials who died in their line of work.
Police me sure say ma or yere ma or you ma ono ana ekoba ana ode ka na yere ne man sisi a oni we on beden say say akola bia no wo fi a woni da so nyina ene wagya say ono na eko ana oba ana sia oni ho ana ade aba minya sure se na nado me man beni papa minya sure say obebu na ni edusi say o dabi enentin dabi and even say oyo man beni papa obehwe din ne matutu kwanu se ne ba ya enkola na omusuku ko na omasetina mu omho ba di ompapa se ne no papa o ha ebe obeya no. One such incident occurred. They don't. The reason is say na kan say omo ndin bambo phone home say dey untimi hu, but you see ani hu say bambo ni bia no odene nkwa ato ho amoman Ghana say obo ye hu ban ndi say ma bambo ni bia odene nkwa ato ho na owo duty e bibi beto no no e wo say we man pani hwan kra na owo akunwa no so a ese etimi hwe na buso na ankoba say ye beto no e de me kan say last 2 years ana yen mampani dada wotwemko o mampani drama ne mahama na owoso no e won say police for bi ana modin crofo e call northern region they say police escort for me they say I will be so for attack I be if you mumpani like other ones say happen or other places o hwe na cause na ba bi no na so ọmọ akọsra ọba na bus bema na busuafo na yede ne ma amobisi akọmọ 5,000 Ghana cedis said then 5 okomo obi ani kunewu na akọmọ 5,000 no odin for how many years, and I said 5,000 no ebetimi aye ne niama bema ho betimi aye ofi onyina da bi na akọmọ 5,000 na no wayi wani just say bamboni na o odine nkwato na obo ehun ba ne kwa bunge ne ho say 5,000 wa ye bi say wa umun a week o spend ahe you spend more than 5,000 and so obi a obo ehun ban ahwe ne nkwa and say we the back as okay fine oni ho ne manu school on back from class 1 to university and say me aban metimi di menasi from say mehwan kola no amomatimere akọ abedu ana say bi oba ne nya bi eni bibi empa yempe bibi man sanda ni kunu ni we obetimi so aden aye and that's support it. What you mean, come on, 5,000 pet? Baby on pa, I'm come and consider Mumbo. And so now I'm adding 2 gas so, and I yako up and surround, and I'm home say, overcome the same moon, not his are mine. A bandasana as a man and wine. And ye ban before more my moon. Young one who more day. Now, send a baby and a young show me. And our police found I said, on more duty, on one town for duty. I said, you're going to come, my son. So said, a Juma, who does so by your sound don't come to my Tina, who come. Now, I come on a for duty now, one. Now, what I say, Consiano, about the son, I know the son who said, at this time of point, police phone, police station, won't be back or at home. It's a question about the same. Say, the whole police station, because you said police before the ban before the Mona mobile home by in terms of Sabia, I know before about their king, and not be bar. They are to protect us. Now, who protect you? And I hear you say, I tattoo. I agree. Now I am my man for the bedding. And till I said, I'm to me, don't from. And I said, I can't even anyone on baby here. I'm from Monansi from Nana down for I don't go for the Tissi. The man penny papa pay. Opanino, now soon I can't sampa, Ocasam channel, dear. Now, I answer so. On Tianis, I cannot move on for that. And in the Amuhiano, IGP, catching my penny, some man penny. Police for a year way, or man penny or the Bamam. Now, Mamma to me, and ya, I could grow. It means that boy, young man who bind. Am I a summer day? Adrian. Because I send my uncle to see a man in Pomena and Pana made them, Miss Rokaka. Minaba, Minada. And I know Miss Rook. And besides, say police in the attacking now. Now, me meet my money. I'm in crowd to me cracking. And I send there 2 seconds. There will be any say Vanessa. It will say to me, now police phone need to me and more on my system so then I go with you.
So back to Renee. Maria said a lot. So what do you have to tell?
Well, this issue is very unfortunate. This happened in my constituency, the domain Kwamenya, and right now we've heard that the police has been buried, it's been laid to rest, and that some monies have been made available for the family. I would say a thumbs up to that. And then we should look at hope that something like this does not happen again. My brother made some submissions that why was it that he was the one who was attacked? Probably because he was the only person on duty. A whole report has not really come out for us to know what really happened, but what I followed was actually being a bread seller around. I bought bread from that woman before. Bread seller around who tipped them that this is what happened. Like the police are not around, and this is what happened. Get it? And there's another thing that baffled me when I heard that some of the escapees who ran away were caught, and they were just sentenced to 30 months in prison. I asked myself, why? 30 months. Something has resulted in the death of a police officer, and the punishment is 30 months. These are people who are telling us they are fighting corruption. These are people who are telling us that they are doing better. A national officer has been killed in the line of duty. You are here telling me that monies will be made available, and then your president is benevolent and will listen, and the people will be taken care of and all those things. He has lost his life. Now the people involved in the issue, what's their sentence? 30 months in prison. Then I can literally kill police officers and then just get some 30 months and then come back. You see, let's not rush and be hypocrites in looking at issues. When the officer died, okay, when now that he has been buried, an amount of money so as to paint it that the former government, the former NDC was not doing well. So a huge amount is just being pushed to the family for us to see it is things are doing when they are doing the good thing, trying to blind our eyes. Now the vice president has come out that monies are to be released to support the police after somebody is dying. And the people who were involved in the criminal activities, what is it? What is the result? What is the sentence? 30 months in prison. If you see, and what almost gain said, some this sika almost PSK be cover on intinu. Young call name and muye. What was here? Oh, all they know is money. You see, money is not the solution to everything. Instead of compensating or increasing the compensational package for people, look at measures whereby instances of things like this would not happen to prevent people getting to this stage for them to be compensated. You know what I'm saying? Right now, say when you see compensation, before you realize that police for wives in America say everyone buy some kudu. No one is here. But rather put down measures, put down systems, put down policies to make sure that things like this don't happen. These people, 30 months is how many? How long? 2.5 years or something like that. They will come back to the streets and begin this thing again. These are people who are leading us. This is the governance that we are under. This is the, excuse my language, the Nana Adodanko Akufo-Addo who has a listening ear. Say na me brother can hear no. Enti sekana omode ma busan enye show. Ube can say enye show. Say enye show a eye day na. How is it that the people who were found guilty and their sentence was not really followed up on? That's what I can say.
Okay, so the Ghanaian Times newspaper, an article was captured on the page 17, which reads, Inspector Asilivi Berry promoted to Assistant Superintendent of Police. The government has announced a compensation package of 185,375 cedis, 85 pesos to support the wife and children of the late Chief Inspector Emmanuel Ashilivi, who was buried during the attack on the, who was murdered, during an attack on the Kwabena police station and the escape of 7 prisoners in Accra in January this year. President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, in consultation with the Police Council, has also promoted him to Chief Inspector Ashilivi to the rank of Assistant Superintendent of Police. So right now in this story, we have 2 captures. One is the fact that the compensation has been increased to 185,000 thereabouts, and another one has to do with the fact that he has been promoted to the Assistant Superintendent of Police. Now, Omari, my question is, the police officer was killed in an attack on the police station, and he's been compensated with a promotion and amount of money. Is that what we need to do as a nation for the death of a police officer, or the other measures that can be taken? Because if it is the money and the promotion, I mean, everybody can die and be promoted and be compensated. Is it the money and the promotion that is needed, or strict measures being put in place to prevent these occurrences?
Oh, my sister, not because of the money that the government will be giving out as Sabia or the Epatron and then then or from by the same tier, ma abano, let me at the dia, Skabisako, a comma, and say, Eya, what I say, Eya said, would be a or by a mobile, and I said, we are or ye, dear, or see him, or feel. That's it. I'm not just a beer, I mean to work for 1 hour, a ban and muscat into we are okay with that, so okay, and down. That's what we come over on Pastor and I'm looking. Not me saying anything. You're just going to be brave. And then no son, ain't you? They will abandon at the anoma because say, on more do mum and all, and our man say a day. I bet you. They must not do mum. I want to say about Betuna. Oh, to me, and here a Gusiano, Tradadas has a one Tanawana, that's a opportunity. There be at least, and I saw to me, the man who say, a Dumanana or your man, though, or your Dumama or no ban, now so or no ban or doing what I say. And in China, or this scanner say, Bibia Tisano, a common Gusiano, as in part at the wall. But I know so, I buy it to me now, and I say, Sadia Subaya Tisano, and Kosua and Tosso or Manin, Daddy. Then, as Sabano, a Timushan idea night, a from night and near my beer and the year. A little make a safety as I make sure say, I give you ever for no ocean in human step. And near my band, police for here. What I say, see a bad military anymore. Soldiers for here the beer, Omokasa. Omoka say aban ye here way aban so ye perfect among and the police for say soldiers for no amona mo and o man mu ponu police for mo na mu di akutuna kese e o man mu and say mu here bibia mu fa mo nansi from tell say kwa me aban weni ye here na ma yeduma ye no atimi adan adumu and tinasin fa on sign say dem no for say oh, me that me pajman ya family police eduma muntinu. Me that mo busu me so a na etua meka. Dabi. Kwoni am. Dia na ba ma o police eduma na wo ye no adimu. Aka de be ni de be na wo hia. Neka. Antina wa keke na me family ji na wo si ho. Na bibi ba na oni man say wo de obi na obi kun ni aba fro no akoti ni pa na be dabi. And near me here says to say a name my bond the same with this summer. And cost you police in what do man. I am you a peacemaker. You have to bring peace to the nation. And to Brana Baba who by the millions with their who here to cast and net count. Who need it? Unca Big Down a young so I buy and many manager are there. I buy fire, I don't know how to there, but we don't know there. In a way, sir, now don't come for the officer CCA. Say only the do police more. Now one can't turn our own. So the thing here, then one can't turn our own. One of the IGPC. I see, I was all canon. Why didn't see her? Please, on Bacono 71, 17, Papa. Many of you see Papa in the West. Why are you saying the West? No, I said I was all crazy. Papa in the West side. Oh, who's that? I give you that down on Kamukono. Ah, no more penny as man. Why, I never hear word to me, Missa. And so the same Pamu penny will come of it. When to me, I'll provide this animal. Ah, man. Do you know these benefits? Well, to me, on the IGP Friday, Abba, and the IGP, I'm not a say, me here with, and to make over my penny, and I see I'm about so, Miss Outside, how many years, how many months in here? Maybe one of them say, or that's why I can't put the name of Google Pen. Something, when we are here, me listening, you're not a penny. I said, I said, wherever. I said, I don't just say, and it's more person, a BSCP, and I'm a what? A BSCP. And I can't be saying, and I almost say, your mom, it never happened in the London settlement. I am not by one, me come as to see the man say, I am not by one, I can't confirm where they go. Now say I don't answer. Can I don't answer for 30 minutes? Mama Lucy. Tell that I don't answer for 30 months. Oh, who is that? I just see you don't know how to say. Oh, Kodana Muhono Domo. Any Panomaku. 30 months, I saw you keep quiet and do my thing. I do my man. Next time, I'm going to the nipper, you know, when you say, Kuma. Yeah, come cartoon say, you don't cartoon to the crocodile. Now they're crocodile said, Dana woman, yes, you say, baby. Who quack will you do my day? And another, someone make us say, or my penny. Sir, I do not be more here, you're going to some penny other man on a man car. Or my penny home. And it's not bad. Waiting for I think through I need before. I don't want to see them. I'm also, I want to near my baby home. And I want the abba. As I said, and in the fun, I think when the fun I did the animal first, I'm not trying to come out to move. Almost near country. What I say, and to my penny buying, I cannot, and yes, I get my penny be a baswa. Me, my banner, but to me from and call for my tenant, so there be. Your fan for father, boy, I'm a man. I did. Now, more so that than one to me, I get Alpha and then for Mamma Penny said, when you ever here, and then send away some. Now, so I catch them say, I did also. One I did buy, I'm not going to tell me, say,
Mary. Okay, to Renee. My question is I know the conversation is getting heated up, but my question is it the compensation and promotion that is needed, or measures are supposed to, as I say, in your ma or prevent such occurrences? And I say, young train, so be one never come on this car. Is that what is needed?
And no, kind. That was what I was talking about earlier. You see, the compensation package, from the way he's talking, is as if it is from the NPP, but it is Ghana's money. And if you look at the figure, it tells you that it is a kind of like a percentage that is required to be given to him per his rank. And this policy has been in the country for a very long time. If he doesn't know, if he doesn't know, no, yes, let me finish talking. Now, the police have a welfare system. He was talking about the NDC stand, somebody died, they gave 5,000 Ghana cedis. That amount of that 5,000 Ghana cedis, if he doesn't know, let me inform you, say it was his colleagues who gave a critical and gave that money to the family. Do you get it? Day in, day out, police officers or people lose their lives in the line of duties, and the percentage due to them, the compensation due to them, is given. It's just that it's rather unfortunate that this one has come to the limelight, just like the one of the late Mahama that has come to the limelight. During the time where the Malcolm disaster happened, there was this police officer who was going in, not caring about his life, and then rescuing people. In the end, he ended up injuring himself. He was compensated. There is this policies for all these government officials. Do you get it? So he shouldn't, and so can it say, now, Senator Kasa, he said something that is letting, I want our viewers to understand, say, or my yes, say, 30 months now, me Kasa, which I was saying was not enough, no, or my yes, say, because our party say, and yes, Okodem Keke, Nemo Yamana Jumadin, Ama or baby, but the year can say 30 months, dear mom, and also, it is not enough because you've lost the life of a police officer who gave up his life for the service of the nation. It's your more 30 months then also. And I make us say, when you look at it well, it tells you that they are focusing on the monies that are due the man. And are basing it say they are now going to increase the monies. And are failing to look at how to penalize those who committed the crime to deter others from doing that. So then the catcher will say, almost when they say, people say yeah, but they are not looking at the aspect. I was saying, you make sure say you prevent this and and I make us say, send our workers is coming see, and the police work association, on my mobile some no money sika. What am I saying? Now, also Okasano, he said something, say the IGP, and then I make us say, is it the IGP? I was saying, why is it that as he said I was IGP no? outline in Nemonia. There should be a chain of command. And they should know what the police needs. And you appointed somebody. And if right now, it's almost a year, almost 2 years. Right now, if the basic amenities of the police are not known to the other the presidency, then I side with my colleagues saying that they did not elect the right person.
So we are going for a short commercial break, but before that, the Marvelous Brains and Investments present to us the Lampstand Exhibition 2018. It's a trade, services and talents and visionaries fair for entrepreneurs, leaders and companies. It's coming up on the 24th of March from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Trinity Academy, Domi Pillar 2. Guest speakers are Honorable Sarah Adjoasafo, MP for Domi Kwabenya, Bishop Dr. James Nyantechi, and Mrs. Araba from Aglo, Ghana. And packages are the free health screening, entrepreneurship talk, musical concerts, and free water for all attendees. To register for an exhibition stand or space, you call 026-1888-181 or WhatsApp them on 027-6775-232, or you go to Facebook on Pablo Marvel. It's the Marvelous Brain and Investments Lampstand Exhibition 2018. Don't change the channel. We'll be back. You're welcome back from the short commercial break. This is the weekly review show on Ghtv Holland TV. And before the break, we were discussing how far our nation is going with the occurrences of the death of our police officers and a few other issues. Now back to our show. Electricity tariffs go down. On page 12 of the Ghanaian Times, the Public Utilities Regulatory Commission has reviewed downward electricity tariffs for the various customer categories effective March 15, 2018. Depending on respective levels of consumption, residential customers will enjoy 17.5% reduction, non-residential 30%, special low tariff customers, low, medium and high voltage 5%, and mines 10% reduction. Now to my panelists. There is a breakdown in electricity bills, as we would all see, 17.5%. How are you receiving the news?
Okay. In fact, for the government to work on this to bring electricity tariff down, but when I heard this, I was much glad, much happy to hear that. Because for some time now, I realized electricity tariff is killing Ghanaians. Seriously. It's like where I'm staying now. In fact, day by day, you see people fighting over. When you go to the why are you people fighting? You tell this electricity. Why? Because what they were paying first was too much. And now my president has realized that, okay, you need to bring things down for the people in the country to enjoy it. So now electricity tariff has been reduced down. Because now make sure if it is your man penenda that will tell Mukoso. Then you say electricity tariff no aircon super and swap. Who never be uncle for you to. Sana oko bi mu fia, obi fie o yusu bulb, o yusu fan and the TV pet. Now so at the end of the month, you know, o head bill it's too much. Extra minute. Me more baby ampa, can I see market here ya? For market only be some market for say. Electricity, one bulb, almost say a month. So me to me so electricity, now you bulb back na me pay 30 cedis a month. Na say me fit 2 bob sister cedis a month ya. Aba e twa mene. What I say? And no man penny na na do dan kwaku fa do ba na hu say abanda do twa mi o ku nkrofo do o ku Ghana for esan say electricity no ya dia ya nkoto free ba bi ma ya kosomo no ya dia nti aba ne say no moti na hwa ma atimi an to set to that extent. What I say? Cause o he bibia Tamana old meter no on, postpaid meters no on. This I will say, electricity bill a basin a month. What I say? You be prepared to buy and send a buyer pay as you go. Pay as you go, so any buyer to turn out there as so to you soon before the month goes and end there. I feel there, monthly basono. That is how I do my dear buying. As council will do a fact. Man penny nana do dan kwaku fado eba ye papa no oye ba kampa odwin Ghana for ye ho pa enti no o hwe de mum nyina anya si bia we do o hwe enema account mu enti wo hwe akohu electricity for there no ana so mamini kan to on so o hwe mo so there bi we there ka me no do eba ne sana emma me man for no mu ha o enti menti so enti wo hwe pa 17.5% no then wama it take effect just 50 March ya busina yomu ya just who say in terms of electricity in there mampani wa boy there ma in fact ma bona abaso na no kwa pona ka mi ami say nyara we dey nka on say ma no ko down kaka nka o mai say ma abanda da na otwa mu wama ye ho ayira dodo wama ye ho achie dodo enti we dey me bona ba say why ade
Rini.
Well, the reduction in the electricity tariffs is a good thing we are hearing, and we pray that they do more than what is being stated there, and to ease the pressure on the Ghanaians. Let me hasten to add that it is not the former government that killed or crippled the electricity, the bills of Ghanaians. You see, there was a certain party or certain governors that decided that the postpaid is not good, but rather the prepaid. Because of somebody's 10% of a contract. So Ghanaians, the average poor Ghanaians, had to do away with the postpaid and now deal with the prepaid. And the system, it was in the NPD era.
Yeah, the reason why we got the postpaid was postpaid no na muntia especially mumu edisi for you na muntia anything na mampani kufo baaye no ohun say postpaid meters no be no ba muntia and decide am fa prepaid nye den emra etinu bosume no say you see 20 cities na umma metua na bosume otogusu a bosume su pepepe na sa edu benya life adi so sa na ekoto beguso ana musumu baaye ojama mu amu baaye ya no mi pani so 20 cities a enu bosume na sa what I say I can't minute no say money prepaid no make Ghana for minute mami enti le nisu yi sa electricity no both in the NDC MPP era no eko neba but in never in semi ye na has to do with the prepaid. When the prepaid came in, first you know say you be ready meter na bill ne ba na a broswa. What do? You go and then lodge a complaint and Akufo-Addo tell me ya na say network no of electricity no Achimota area Ajami over 1 week people are not able to buy electricity
Unless the system says no. Please, remember, let me finish. Over 1 week, people were not going to buy electricity under the governance of Akufo-Addo last year. Now imagine what offer prepaid about. Main concept prepaid no yet. Is that I will say you want people to buy, then they use it. But so all can offer buy. But excuse my language. And share the implications of that. Because you have systems whereby or backup systems whereby say Jama Biba eventually. Do you know the number of people? Do you know the number of businesses never extending on for a week? Say Okrasikao, Airport Office or Koto, is a system need winter. Let's look at that. Say prepaid there. Say Anka a postpaid. Will something like this have happened? Manity has only said any government no and a trace reduce electricity no by a PURC and the regulate and will say and was say a coffin. They are both in the NDC and MPP power. It's not make us a home. These people are people who just say anything for saying sake. The network system that jammed. Probably you can't blame, no learned person will blame the MPP. A system jamming. But say all because I say president or paying they reduce and they only say the man paying soon and the system the jamming and come here standing. And see that and I make a home. And you mean you are gonna than SU. Okay, Sika. First day, I'm going to electricity bill. Sanaka. In the HSU. When I'm going to this Ghana, but some bitch, I'm only talk. They were name was here.
Where and then go say in the way.
Oh, what are you saying?
Hey, no.
What are you saying? That when people want to buy utility bills, when people want to buy it, they can't buy it. The system is jammed. Are you serious?
Mami custom job. One more person.
So we try electricity bill. So we try electricity bill. Don't know. You go and disconnect. So we try electricity bill. You go and disconnect. You put in measures. You sue them all those things. I'm saying, obviously, I've got to. Oh, yeah. I don't know which is government. Yeah. But when you tell electricity bill now, you can arrest him. I'm saying, oh, yeah. Obviously, this is for now what? Obviously, that means. So what is benefiting us right now? Until yes, say, electricity tariffs, it is not the government and the check, but it is the organization. But the very moment, after some organizations, and they did to say, oh, man, pay, and I'm next to me. And I said, more personal. When you state emphatically that it is the president who has reduced electricity bills, then one, you are ignorant, and two, then it is the president who has for the JAMA. But if you understand, it is the PUWC who have regulated the electricity bills and reduced it. Then we can understand that it is a system network that jammed this whole thing. So money pray and for Nyaman share baby and share MPP time, Kufuor time, you increase electricity, you increase they and this time you increase here. Now MPP time, you increase here, and then you reduce it. Why is it that why other workers say? And this time, no, mismanaging Yama, and then they go and this and all those things, and it went on. Forgetting that this system, when you brought the system, it never jumped up in the era of the NDC. Really? Remember, never jumped up. And so, Mumba not jamming.
Yeah, the man, women said, I dear Moody Kajana for me. Say, Moko has said, okay, Munko Hana Munya was one as so timber for moi. Abraham. And to Monko Katikwa, what I say, man penny ko for person ye to isi mo exist ye to now the enye kamene ye fa man penny ko for person ade ba mo NDC for my person. Sir,
do you know who was importing the meat privileges?
Let
me inform you.
Now, no, because I don't know about you. Young to Musa, I'm getting another about you. Now, I say, yeah, fine. I never said, obedience can echo turn the light. I'll be not only. What is it? Yeah, it's
let's let our viewers understand. Say, say the name of Kano, no, you more pa. You won't see us, yes, say. Asat now, obi na teso. It is a bibi ba. I don't never share. Say, oh, cry. And I don't mind, or those governing your country. If when an issue comes up, they relate it to the previous government, then what is their use? Were they not aware of those issues before coming to power? They were the opposition. And they stated that they will do a better job. So if you're in power and something happens, why is he relating it? It was the previous government that's what it. That means Osen no Oban Utvinyeshi. So how can?
Oh, what's that?
Almost everything at all can.
Yeah.
Almost everything at all can.
Yeah, what's that? I know. My wants to say. My relative wants to say. Ni omo personal omo chinya kana omo send the buham. Enu na mampeni na na do dan kofu fa da ba afiansi. O kana oya. My dear. Na oya ma me na dey bi say. Me na ba ma me na dey say. O camera say usu a odi adwuma. Say echo off and I say ya. I say odi fufu no baba no. Echo susu a say no for no baba. Echo off answer. Sound that here enti no mo personal. Mo say di mo no go. And then another I say, oh, that's the same as Sunday morning. I hear, and he said, the system go off, and as a system go off. 1 week, but what you find at Tinaha, and I just say, and I hear persona. Yeah, but more personal. Before, when you go to touch it, before,
before we draw the curtains on the election tires, we need please your last submission.
My last submission on it, okay. I want to tell our learned viewers that it is good that there is reduction in the electricity tariff, and I applaud the sitting government. Let's hope and pray that it is going to be a vivid representation to the layman who uses electricity. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, the 8th of March was the International Women's Day celebration, and women across the world were celebrated. Now let's come to our own nation, Ghana. What does the Women's Day mean to us? Do you think that do you see our women getting to the stage where the Sustainable National Development Goals are pushing us to get? And if yes, is there more to be done? Or we can sit back and just watch that, okay, the women are getting there, let's just watch them as they continue. Omari.
Oh, in fact, for the National Women's Day, it is hurting Ghana in a way that there's nothing that you can do with that woman you the man can do. In a way, say a cobra boompa, so about who here, and can you know more if I'm a card and call some Adam and a buy. The one who said, or bow her a boy, it's not all bad said it, about the count, very much. And as you say, on my woman, say, man, you want, we have a break. Some said, and never be a young member, yet me now, but I and I say, I'm looking for an oba make me. Some men more you do grandpa. Your first justice, and I say, young mammy honorable Georgina Chudawood. Oba, she was the first female way. Oba and you near mamma, say, yeah, and Cabo so okay, and a ma, I'm to win your king. But I say, Oba and you say okay, a man so be more, now, Ghana Hanu Kurampo, some more in part, me first second Kobia, and sorry. I saw this and be man qua. Besides, sit down and be so. I saw you come for dinner, so you can be dinner, or a ma. I can't be there dinner. And our Dorema, why do you have the fun dinner? Say, oh, you didn't tell what here. And to me dinner. What do I say? And to me, a ma, sometimes it will be a so and a ma, and mind to me yet. No. And this is a master there. And Juma. The way you have confidence in men, we should have the same confidence in women. Because women can do best. When I say women can do better, it doesn't mean that they can do better than women. Though women can do far better than them. But with just supporting, in fact, we can go far. So women are doing well, and I'll still encourage them that whatever they're doing, they should try their best much as they can. And with the hand of God, they can go far.
Winnie.
Okay, Women's International Day was a very nice day. So I enjoyed it so much that I'm looking forward to the Men's International Day. If it will ever come. Well, women are an integral part of our society that we cannot do without. They are literally the backbone of the country. In all the sectors that you go to, you realize that the women are playing key roles there. And coincidentally, even this week, I happened to pounce on an activity by the Ecclesiastical Bishops and Leaders Conference of Africa, whereby they were having a press release of one project they are championing, which is Beyond the Kitchen campaign. I believe there is still more that we can do for the women of Ghana in a whole, because I would say we've not done enough. We need to push them. We need to make our women understand that the kitchen alone is not your abode. There is more that you can do beyond. You see, in the book, in the Bible, the Holy Book, God said, "And I will make you a helper." Otherwise, I will make you a helpmate. So the woman is designed in a way to really help the men propel whatever they are doing, but they should also should make sure that they don't compromise on theirs also. Again, I will say there is more we can do for our women, and let's push them up, and then let's see how far and greater they can go.
Thank you very much, my beautiful panelists. Marie and Renee, please, I beg them, fight shouldn't continue after the show. Yes. And to my producer, Mr. Daniel Mante, the cameraman, the sound, the whole crew, thank you so much for making the show a success. Please, don't miss this show for anything. Same time next week as the weekly review show here on Ghtv Holland. I am Priscilla. Bye.